All right, creating a plan to remove the sword, okay? Like, again, I talk about this all the time, but assuming that you have a literal sword in your body, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, on Tuesday I'm just going to remove it. No, you have to make a plan. Like okay, I need some help. I need a safe place in which to do it. Again, going back to the two biggest fears are the fear of crying and being lost in the tears and a fear of rage and anger, okay? So what would your plan be to address the tears and the anger and the safe place where you're going to have some freakouts? You never know, you need to have a safe place in which to lose your stuff, if you know what I mean. Now, is that at home? Is it in your therapist's office? Is it a time with your support groups? Do you need to go to a retreat center for the weekend or a week or a month? If you don't have the money for a retreat center, do you create that in your home? Do you go somewhere with a few other survivors with therapists and help and some healer people, wackadoodle healers? Check the list on the healing page. There's all kinds of things to find on healing wounds. So what's your plan? Who is in your team? We'll talk about that later. But what would a plan be? So for example, like if a little kid is completely hurt and needs surgery, what's your plan of attack? Not literally attack, but like what's your plan to get them to safety, make sure that they're comforted? Like what comforts you the most? I'm talking about the kid, assuming that the kid is you, because you're going to take care of yourself. What's your plan? Now, how I did it, honestly, is I found a whole bunch of different wackadoodle healers, I call them, because it's all like not traditional therapy. And I tried tons of different techniques. And there were times that, having done that and gone to talk therapy and tried a bunch of different things, I literally needed some time alone just to scream and beat things to the pulp. I got one of those stand-up punching bags, and I broke it. Like, how do you break one of those things? But I needed to release it out of my body and beat something and scream and yell. And okay, I may have done that more than once. Because it's not like, oh yeah, I just got mad that one time and had a one cry day and I'm good. No, it's like, sometimes imagine if you compare this to surgery could take 5 hours. and comparing this, it could take 5 months. It could take, 5 weeks. It could take 5 days. It could, whatever works for you. I'm saying it's not going to take the rest of your life. I'm not saying like it's going to take you 15 years. I don't believe that. You may need that. I'm of the belief that I don't think you need that. I think you really address it. Get in there, hunker down, make a plan of what you need. For me, I needed a place to release my rage, and I did it in my house, actually in my backyard, and with the help of some wackadoodle healer people. And so I did all kinds of crystals and drums, and you have to get whatever works for you. But that worked for me, that plan of attack, because I wanted, the wackadoodle healer stuff. Then I had my therapist, a traditional talk therapy therapist, and I lost my crap. I didn't have them at my house, I had them accessible, and then I went to therapy afterwards, and suddenly I was like, oh, now I can really talk about things, because I don't have that barrier of the fear that I'm going to lose it, because I set up a plan to where, here, safe place to lose it. Go. What's your plan, and what's your safe place to do that plan? And it doesn't mean like, today, watching this video, I have it all figured out. No, just think about this. This is a big deal. Like, okay, if you really need to break down and cry, where's a safe place to do that? and what's your plan to do that? You know, I wouldn't do it on your lunch hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a plan that, okay, well, over that holiday weekend, I'm going to take that whole weekend. I'm going to completely book myself out and have it all me, all cry time. Okay? See, I'm going to lose my stuff. I feel for you. But I'm telling you, it is worth it, and you need it. You need to make a plan to begin the process, and it's you time. You. And yes, I know many of you are codependent, and you're like, oh no, I can't take time for myself because I have to take care of this person, what would they do without me? You know what? By you setting up a time and a plan to take care of you, you make yourself better for everyone else later. You're making a better you. So make a plan. What's your safe place in which to do it, and what's your plan? Okay. I know. Hello, don't do this alone. Work with somebody else, you know. We'll get to that in your team. Okay. Think about your plan. Plan of attack.